gentlemen, welcome. It's time for a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
Yeah, Tim, how's it going over there?
Oh, good.
That's great. We've got a great show for you guys this week. Of course, we got to say a goodbye to Brodie Lee.
Yes, we do, unfortunately. We were actually recording last week.
Yeah.
And when it broke, I thought your fucking tablet was breaking, and you were like freaking out over that. And I was like, "Good, your fucking tablet can break." Like, no. And then it's Brodie Lee's dead. And
yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, ridiculous.
And you can tell from our how we reacted that we were absolutely
completely blown away.
Yeah, like, huh? Like, just kind of like, wait, no, like, yeah, he and then almost ending the show. Thankfully, I saved the show because I'm a superhero.
And you what?
I'm not a superhero.
I am utterly confused by that. All right.
If anything, Adam, I'm the villain. I've actually been telling children this for years. I'm the villain of the story.
That's wonderful.
And if you don't believe me,
that makes sense.
If you don't believe me, I'm not joking. I've literally told kids I'm the bad guy.
But let's. BTE this week did a wonderful. AEW just in general this week did a wonderful job of celebrating Brodie Lee, John Huber.
The fact that they were able to get the stuff that they did, for BTE. I mean, they only had mostly John and Alex.
Oh yeah,
but they got 5 and 10 in there.
Yep,
and I think 1 or 2 other people. Really
Stu.
Quickly. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember everyone else that was part of it.
And there's only like 3 or 4 people of the actual Dark Order who actually got stuff in there, but it was still very touching. The only thing I have to say this is, Alex, I know you were trying to be serious, but your fucking cat licking itself right next to you kind of broke the.
That was.
I was like, I could tell you were emotional about what you were saying, but your cat...
Your cat was kind of ruining it for you there.
Your cat was ruining the moment, and I think the cat was doing it on purpose.
Oh, I know.
Because it was just like, oh my god. The cat is literally just like...
just, oh, dude. There is no need for you to copy that.
Hey, people can see me do my motions now.
Finally?
Finally.
Yeah, I mean, there's a face that goes with this voice, finally.
Yeah, and I do apologize for Adam's face. It's...
What?
You can finally see how bad it really is.
It is not that bad!
It's so bad that his phone's gonna die in 23 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
Because,
or less at this point.
Because of his face.
Oh, wow, dude. I mean, really.
Hey, I didn't do any of your face jokes last week because I ended...
That's true.
So I gotta get them in this week.
All right, fine.
But before we get to the tribute of John Hubbard, a.k.a. Brodie Lee...
Yes.
We're gonna go over our Wrestle Kingdom predictions.
Oh, okay. We'll jump right into that.
Adam, I think you might need a pen there.
Well, yeah, I do need to write down everything.
Here you
go. Thank you.
But yes, so we're gonna do that. We still have to do our annual awards.
That's next week, though.
But we're gonna be doing that next week because if you actually watch our award show, it usually takes forever.
What was last year? Was like a 10-minute, a 2-hour show.
It felt like it. Like it took we went over we didn't have that many awards as we had in past years, but at the same time, it was like going over. Pretty much every award we had like 5 minutes worth of story for each person why they should win it.
Yes, exactly. What, you don't do that for your award shows? I do that at every award show.
So it just seems like not just that, Adam, but it was like, I swear to God, I convinced you of 10 of the awards why the person I wanted for it, and you're like, after I told you my reason why, like God
this is
damn
how
you. Like, I'm like, you have a point. Like, I don't know. You know what? We can do that. I'm like,
that's exactly how most, even our predictions work that way.
Yeah.
You have a great explanation, and I go, you know what? That makes sense. Let's get into it.
And I actually have the power to prevent you from hearing to change your result.
But only on one match.
Yes, one match, but still. Just to get people caught up if you haven't been watching, which most likely you weren't because we only have one fan.
You're awesome. Yes, you are.
That fan is Bob.
Really, Bob?
Bob. He doesn't have a body, so he just doesn't watch YouTube all day.
Just... that is a terrible joke. It's absolutely terrible.
And we're not even that long into the podcast.
No, we're not.
And I've already gotten you to pinch your nose.
All right, let's get on to these.
Didn't get the glasses off, but anyway, what was going on is since Survivor Series, where I won the Predictions Championship, which I didn't want to win at Survivor Series because fuck Survivor Series.
Wow.
We held the championship up, and then every prediction we did after that, whoever had the most matches predicted correctly, overall, not shows, overall, got the special feature of predicting one match for both of us. So in other words, I can go in and say night 1 Kota Ibushi versus Naito. I can prevent Adam, if he wants to agree with me on my pick, whoever that is, because I still haven't decided on that one.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, you're not. I'm vetoing it. You're picking, let's say, Naito. I'm picking. He can't do it, and if I get it right, I win. But it can also backfire. Just
exactly.
It can backfire.
It can totally backfire.
That's why I gotta use this on one. I'm almost definitely confident that it's going to go my way. So, which is not easy.
No.
Not with New Japan.
Not really.
No, not at all. So, all right, Adam, go over how about you just go quickly over the first night card?
All right.
And then we'll dive right into the
night 1. We're leaving off the dark matches, so that 22-man Rambo match so that 4 people can be in the King of Pro Wrestling 2021 trophy match.
Didn't they just crown the 2020 in August?
Yeah, well, it looks like it's going to be changing every year at Wrestle Kingdom instead.
It probably makes more sense but it is a little weird that they just crowned this and now instead of waiting until August next year, they're doing it immediately. But like everything, fuck 2020.
Hey, goodbye. Just goodbye to night. Anyway, night 1.
Oh, it's not done. This is 2020 still. It's just round 2.
Are we going for 10 rounds of 2020?
No, we're going for 12 rounds.
Okay, no.
With
no.
Randy Orton and John Cena.
God, stop it. Just stop it. All right, night 1, Wrestle Kingdom 15. We're kicking off with Hiromu versus El Phantasmo.
Okay.
Then we've got a tag team match of Dangerous Trekkers versus G.O.D. Then we've got a singles match, Kenta versus Satoshi Kojima. I did not write down what these matches were for.
Some of these were for the championship. Like
I know.
God is for the tag team championships.
Yep. Oh, I realize that now.
I think, what was the first one?
Hiromu versus El Phantasmo.
That's not for the Junior Heavyweight Championship.
No, it's not.
As he's clicking through his...
It is for the Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, it is?
Yes, totally is.
Oh.
I correct myself. And you, haha.
Ichi.
No. It's Takahashi versus El Phantasmo.
Okay.
No, the one that you're... Takagi? No.
I thought Bone Soldier guy was the Junior Heavyweight Champion.
He is. That's the next night. This is the number 1 contender match for that night.
Oh, it's for the number 1 contender.
Yes.
Okay, that's why. That's why I thought. No. I was confused. I thought you said no. It is for the Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, never mind.
It's for the number 1 contendership. Okay,
no.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, we've got Kenta versus Satoshi Kojima.
I think that's for the U.S.
certificate for the U.S. title.
Just make him the interim United States champion.
We've got then Hiroshi Tanahashi versus the Great Okan. Then we have Okada versus Ospreay.
Yes.
Oh my God. I honestly can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they've had some good matches like the G1.
Okada just keeps having good matches with people.
Well, yeah. I mean, yes. Will Ospreay won that match because the Great Okan interfered.
Right.
But at the same time, it was up to that point. It was still, from what I understand, it was a really good match. And then Will Ospreay just decided to turn heel out of the blue.
Why not?
No, you know why he turned heel? It's because his witch of a girlfriend, B. Priestley, has been in. Oh, jeez.
Wow.
No, B. Priestley's awesome.
Okay.
Please let this pandemic go away so she can return to AEW.
Yeah, seriously.
Please.
All right, and the main event is Naito versus Ibushi for both the Intercontinental and the Heavyweight Championship.
Yep, okay.
So that's night 1.
So we'll go through those predictions, then we'll go over night 2 card.
All right, night 1. Who do you have, Tim? You get first pick as the guy who gets to make picks.
For the first matchup,
Takahashi versus El Phantasmo, who is going to be taking on Bone Soldier for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship.
I am going for El Phantasmo.
El Phantasmo. Mr. LP over here.
Yes.
Okay. Look, Takahashi.
As soon as you like look at it, it's like, I'm using my pick right here. He's like, I was going to pick the opposite one anyway. You just ruined it, and you can't use it now. No, I'm not using that one. I'm not. But I just blurted it out. I was like, you can't pick that one. You can't pick the same one. I wasn't going to. Fuck!
All right, I am taking Hiromu Takahashi here.
Okay.
I like his odds. You know, I feel good about it. There's something special here.
Phantasmo's been doing very well since the return, so I'm just going with the ride.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have the Dangerous Trekkers versus Gorillas of Destiny, G.O.D., Tamatonga, and Tongaloa.
You mean God?
God.
So, Adam, this is going to be you.
Dude.
It's Bullet Club, so...
It's Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Bullet Club. Well, we know where I'm choosing.
But it's also G.O.D. At Wrestle Kingdom, where they always lose.
I know.
You gotta go with G.O.D. on this one?
Look, I have a affinity for purposely picking badly, and
I'm actually going with G.O.D. too.
Oh my God!
I actually think this is where they're gonna win, because every time they've always lost when they were the tag team champions.
Right.
They're not the tag team champions. They're actually challenging for the tag team championships.
Okay.
So I feel like, okay, to break the cycle, now's the time to do it by having them win when they're not the champions. But they can continue the whole thing if they're champions in Wrestle Kingdom, they still lose. Until they decide to break that cycle.
Yeah.
But.
All right. Next up is the U.S. Provisional, the Certificate Championship. Maybe
Kenta.
one day they'll... Yeah, thank you. we're both choosing Kenta here.
I'm tempted to use my veto on that.
Oh, really?
I'm tempted, but I'm not.
I mean, it smells like bitch up in here.
I'm not anywhere near you. I'm somewhere else, so you clearly smell yourself.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah, can I get my pen back for a second? I need that.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep, thank you. That's great. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Completely different rooms.
Completely
nowhere near each other.
Because, yeah.
I'm not sitting across from him right now. No.
I mean, this is my normal setup for my writing channel.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not that just like I just sit in front of our TV and talk to a camera.
And, I mean, I'm at my desk.
Yeah, no.
My news desk.
This is different rooms.
Completely different rooms.
Just like when I was in Florida.
What's up, Tim?
How's it going,
Anyway. Next up, we've got Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on the Great Okan. Khan!
This is back to you.
I'm taking...
Tough one, isn't it?
Yeah.
They clearly want to do something with Okan.
I know.
But it's Tanahashi, the ace.
The ace could put him over here.
At this point, I think it's safe to say the former ace. Okada's the ace now.
Well, yeah.
But it's just it's his nickname.
He's the king.
Because, yeah, it's a tough one at this point.
Who are you going to choose?
Because last year, Tanahashi lost at Wrestle Kingdom to Jericho. Because if he won, he got an AEW World Title shot.
Exactly. Can you imagine what this year would have been like if COVID had never happened and all the things that they were clearly setting up between AEW and New Japan actually came to fruition? That would have been awesome.
Nothing was set up.
Yeah, but you could see that the seeds were being planted, bro. Seeds were being planted.
Only because they wanted to keep Jericho.
I mean, why not?
But with
but
the president at the time,
yeah, that's fair enough. He had no intention
because people like Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks were critical of him, and he didn't like that, being critical of his slaves. I mean, employees.
Damn, bro.
I didn't say anything bad. All right, so
I took a drink.
I'm going for Okan here.
Khan.
I'm gonna go with Khan.
Khan. All right.
I think it's the best. If you want to get this guy over, it's your biggest show of the year. And you start, which just feels weird. The biggest show of the year that starts.
It starts the year.
In a way, I actually don't think it does. It starts the year, but at the same time, it's actually the culmination of the last year.
Yes.
So it's both. It's meant to be the culmination because it's starting, and it's in the new year, but it's really finalizing all the storylines they've been doing so far. Because New Year's Dash.
Yeah.
The next day.
Oh yeah.
Is their kickoff for the next year. So, but it's still, because it's right after New Year's, it's like, oh, they're kicking off the year. No, it's all the storylines are from the following year. So.
All right. So next up, we have Okada taking on Will Ospreay. Will it be the aerial assassin, or will it be the master of the Rainmaker?
Who did you pick in the last one?
I don't. Oh, I chose Khan.
Oh, okay. I
don't
remember you actually saying
Khan. I have to say it that way every time.
I don't remember you actually saying Khan.
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 I'm sorry. Did you say Khan?
Khan.
I can do this all night.
Stop it! I'm running out of time on my video here. You're just, it's going to be a static image of me for the rest of the night.
I'm just trying to buy time because I have no clue. I'm going to throw this one to you because
I am taking Ospreay here.
You're going with Ospreay?
Yes.
I'm going with Ospreay. I'm tempted to use my veto here, but I kind of want to save it.
Okay.
I may come back
for this next match.
I may come back because there's nothing in the rules that I can't come back to a prediction and make the change.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off for that.
Okay. In the main event, Naito taking on Kota Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi.
Wow. Okay, that was quick.
He failed last year. You could do him fail again this year.
You could.
I just don't see it. Also, I don't think they want to do Naito and Jay White again.
Fair enough.
Because last year was for the Intercontinental Championship. This would, yes, it would be for the Double Championship, but I said the same thing about they're not gonna. Why would you do Okada and Naito again? I don't want to. Mostly because I didn't want to see it again because I was not really impressed with their Wrestle Kingdom match at Wrestle Kingdom 14
last year.
No, 13.
13.
Yeah, I wasn't really too impressed with it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bad because it's Wrestle Kingdom. It was good, but it's just like by the time I got to it, I was burnt out.
Okay.
And it wasn't as good. It had a low. I didn't have the hype for it because I didn't understand Naito that well as his in-ring style. And then again, let's just face it, it wasn't Okada and Omega.
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
It was so it was just different. And also after watching Jericho and Omega go at it before this, yeah. But I'm going with Kenta. I'm going with Kota Ibushi.
Kenta, right here.
Kenta
Right.
is going to cash in his United States certificate to make this a triple threat match and walk away as the new United States champion
For crying
in a
out
match
loud.
that the United States championship wasn't even on.
No. All right.
Just got to throw some
I
Vince
am
Russo booking in
also
there.
I am also going with Kota Ibushi here.
Or
And
are you? No,
are you going to use it now?
I haven't decided yet. I think
Nope.
we're gonna do all our predictions, and I'm gonna come back and use it on one of them.
All right. We'll come back to that. So, night 2. We kick off right here. Night 2. We have our first match with 4 to-be-determined people going at it for the provisional King of Pro Wrestling 2021 trophy.
I'm gonna pick to be determined.
I am also picking honestly.
No, I'm picking to be determined, and I'm gonna use my thing, my veto, so you can't pick anyone. So I automatically win. No, I'm not doing that.
That's mean, bro. That's mean.
So we don't know who's in this, and since we're not doing the Rumble, let's just not do this one.
Okay.
Because it's all to be determined. We have no
Yeah.
clue. In the odds of the Rumble are.
It's 22 people going in there
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
There's no way that we can know exactly who's going to be.
Yeah.
We don't even know who's in it.
Yeah, and unless we start going to be determined 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. All the way up to 22.
Well, no, just saying pick actually name to be determined for this matchup 1, 2, 3, 4, and like
I
whoever
wonder.
name happens to fall in that slot is the person you pick. I don't want to deal with that. Did you die?
Oh, no, now I can do it. I can keep going with my video. You know how?
What?
Multiple times. All I have to do is just be like, little clap. There you go. And we're going to be going ahead and keep going with this video.
Okay.
Every 20 minutes, I can keep doing it.
Okay. So
You don't have to re-clap. It's
No.
just me every once in a while. Just got to throw out a clap out there.
Actually, you only need to clap once.
Well, yeah, but there's going to be multiple 20-minute videos.
Yeah, well, once
There's going to be a break between them, though, where I recognize that it stopped recording.
So
Okay, that's cool. You'll get it. They'll see me clapping every once in a while. I might even throw in just a snap.
or will they?
Oh, please. They will. They will, because we record straight through for the audio.
Yeah, but I mean, I can always.
You're never going to cut that out. You know why you're not going to cut that out? Because I'm going to keep referencing it constantly.
Go ahead.
Let's keep going.
I can still cut it out.
So next up, we've got Suzuki Gun versus 1 or 8.
1 or 8.
Yes, 1 or 8.
Is that the name of the team?
That's the name of the team.
1.
It's Ryusuke, Taguchi, and Master Wado.
Okay.
And their name is 1 or 8.
The other team, Suzuki.
Suzuki Gun.
Yes.
It's El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru.
This is for the junior heavyweight tag team.
Junior heavyweight tag team match.
Tag team match or tag team championship?
Tag team championship.
Okay. Who's the champions?
Suzuki Gun.
Yeah, I'm going with Suzuki.
Suzuki Gun.
And this is where
I am also choosing Suzuki Gun here.
I have a feeling 1 and 8 is gonna walk out.
All right. Next up is Shingo Takagi versus Jeff Cobb for the Never Open Weight Championship.
Ooh.
Yes.
This is one I'm throwing to you.
You know what? Honestly, I am going to go with Jeff Cobb here.
Sucker, so am I.
Why are you going with Jeff Cobb?
I think Jeff Cobb's gonna win because it's Jeff Cobb.
I had the same. That was, yeah. That's my reasoning for it. What?
Why do you keep looking off camera at like a wall?
I mean,
weird.
I got a window over there, and there's some weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
Have you
those
seen that? Kids. Get off the lawn.
Wait. Oh, it's just kids. I see the guy in the window in front of me. There's a weird goatee, balding, just staring at me. It's really weird.
Can I have that back? Thank you. Thanks.
In separate rooms.
Completely separate rooms. We're not sitting in the same room at all.
Absolutely not.
No
at all. All right.
Next up is a match that I kind of asked for a while ago after Evil left LIDJ, and Evil versus Sonata, the former tag team. What's going on? LIDJ.
Why are you talking about Myers-Briggs personality?
Los Ignorables de Japón.
I know, but when you said it like
because
that...
I always screw up the one word in it. LIDJ.
I know, but when you said it, it was like, dude, that sounds like something from Myers-Briggs. Oh, I'm going to comment on that. I gotta.
Stop it. All right.
Completely different rooms.
Yes, absolutely
So,
different rooms.
Since this is the match you wanted, you get to pick it.
I am actually choosing Evil here. I'm going to keep Evil looking strong. Partly because I want him to usurp Jay White.
Right here. Not
Oh,
that,
really? Really? You're going to do that to me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there. But
Yeah.
I thought, everyone take a moment.
We'll have to wait time for that in a little bit.
Anyway, all right.
Yeah, I think Evil needs to be kept strong, but I think they really want to push Sonata too.
I know.
I'm gonna go with Sonata on this one. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on this one, but
Sonata's a good choice. I mean, the two of them are really a coin flip in the ring together.
yeah, I think they'll go with Evil because of they want to keep him strong because they're building towards Jay White and Evil at some point. But we thought we were gonna be here at Wrestle Kingdom, but that'll probably be Dominion.
All right.
All right, what's the next matchup?
Next up, we have the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Taiji Ishimori, Bone Soldier, taking on either Hiromu Takahashi or El Fantasma.
What's another way to say that? To be determined?
To be determined.
He's a busy... To be determined is a busy person.
All over the place. Bookings in every single company.
I'm going to go with To be determined.
Okay.
It's Wrestle Kingdom. Belts change hands.
I am going with Taiji.
I could see them doing that, but like I said, if El Fantasma is the one challenging for him, I'm predicting the belt.
It's going to be Takahashi. I'm sorry.
But
it's going to be my pick. See, I'm going to walk out. I'm going to start 2021 with all the wins.
All the wins?
All the wins. This guy will be winning.
So I'll have no wins?
No wins.
So
straight, I'm going to have the championship for an entire year.
So no wins. But if I get pick a guy who wins, that's a win. So how's that get? Got you. Anyway,
it's fraud. Bad.
What are you saying? It's rigged.
It's rigged.
You mean
rigged?
It's a big rig.
It's a. I walked into that one.
Yeah, you did.
I walked into that one. Okay. And then the main event where Jay White will be taking on the winner of Naito versus Ibushi.
I'm going with to be determined.
All right, you're going with the winner of the other night's match,
which will be Kota Ibushi.
I'm going to have to actually say that it's going to be Jay White's not winning here.
Yeah, you're gonna go with
and for me, the reason for that is it's going to slowly build the Jay White is losing control of the Bullet Club as leader, and Evil is stepping up as leader, causing a further breaking of the faction.
It's the Wolf Pack
Yeah.
storyline, in a sense. Kind of like the Elite did it a little bit. But
Yes.
Instead of just being the 4, it's going to be the actual Bullet Club picking sides.
Yes. And I would love for the OGs to be like, we're our own side.
Yeah.
You guys figure out what's going on over there, and we'll deal with it later.
Yeah. When you guys figure out who's the leader.
Who's the leader?
Yeah, because the leader is this guy.
Because the boss is right here. He's like, damn right.
Prince Edward was like, damn right.
He just pops out of nowhere. Poof. Hey, what's up?
And then AJ says like, damn right.
They're like, get out of here, AJ.
And then King was like, oh, I'm just came to say hi.
Yeah.
And I guess as you were filming. That's right. I came for that belt.
I need that belt, though.
It was like, ooh, Coda, I came for something. I need that belt.
It just takes one belt away from him.
He just walks
He's like,
over.
I don't want that Intercontinental one.
He just walks over. He takes the. I'd be like, hey, can I see that? I guess what I came for. And
just walks away.
Like,
Oh my god, that would be great.
That'd be awesome. Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna go with to be determined.
I am also going with it's most likely Ibushi, but
all right, so
hedging our
I
bets.
need you to go over every match that we agreed on. So
Okay.
I can which one I'm gonna veto you on.
So we have the tag team championship match where we both said God.
I'm not so convinced on that one.
We have the U.S. Championship certificate match where we both agreed that it was going to be Kenta.
That one I'm more positive on, but I don't know if I want to waste it on that one because, knowing my luck, I could be wrong on that one.
Then we have we agree that Khan will be beating.
I'm sorry.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
I'm sorry. Did you say Khan?
Khan.
What was that? Khan?
Khan.
Are you saying Khan?
Khan. Khan.
I can do this all day.
Okay. Then we both agreed on Ospreay beating Okada. And we agreed on Ibushi beating Naito. We've agreed on Suzuki Gun beating 1 or 8.
When you say it that way, I'm like, wait, are there another team in this?
The team's name is 1 or 8.
I know, but it sounds the way it says it's like Suzuki Gun versus
1 or 8.
It's like so. There's one is one team and 8's the other team.
No, they're the same team.
I know, but it sounds like it.
Then we both are agreeing that Jeff Cobb will be beating Shingo Takagi.
Mm-hmm.
And we split the Evil and Sonata.
Yep.
Then we both agree. Nope. Then we split. I took Taiji and you took To Be Determined. And then we both agree that Jay White's going to lose.
I'm going to go with Naito. Well, I'm going to veto you on. You have to pick Naito.
I have to choose Naito here.
Naito's going to retain now. I'm going to be like, God damn it.
You forced me to get that one.
Force you to tie.
Yes.
Somehow.
All right.
So just for fun on this one, because I want to have some fun with this.
Yeah.
We are going to do 2 dark matches on here.
Okay.
We're going to do the women's, the Stardom.
Both of the Stardom exhibition matches?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they're actually used Ibushi, trying to get their other company that they own over. Unlike another big company that has a company that's over, but doesn't advertise them because they don't want them to get over. I can't think of name that company.
If only we could. There's 3 letters. 3 letters that are up here.
I swear there's a W.
There's an E in there somewhere.
Maybe it's a W. Maybe it's there's 2 W's.
Yeah, I'm just not getting it though.
But anyway, they're actually trying to get this other company, smaller company, over and popular, and I think it's awesome.
Of course, it's awesome.
I can't wait. Can't wait for a time when we'll actually have a women's match on the main card.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying because I get that win. It doesn't even have to be for the women's championship, their the Stardom championship. Just having one of their tag team matches or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a great way to get them over and all that. But so Matt, I'm gonna have you go over the card, the 2 matches.
Okay, so we have a 6-women tag team match. It's Queen's Quest, Saya Kamitani, AZM, and Utami. Yes.
Yes.
Haya Shishita. Oh, I'm so sorry. Look.
I know.
Listeners and viewers, you guys know that I normally do the Japanese names pretty easily. And no one has called me out on really ruining names yet.
Well, that's because Bob's the one who watches. Yeah, didn't think I was going to come back to that one.
Hell Snow misses head, okay? Queen's Quest will be taking on Donna Del Mondo. It's Maika, Natsupoi, and Himika.
So, and the other one was?
Queen's Quest.
No, the tag team matchup.
Oh, in a standard tag team match of Mayu Iwatani and Tem Nakano taking on other members of Donna Del Mondo.
Yeah, okay.
Siri and it looks Spanish. Guilia?
Oh, Siri?
Yeah.
She's signed with NXT, but she can't get over here so she's working with.
So she's working with Stardom.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just NXT just dropped her contract at this point.
Yeah, most likely.
She'll just resign when she actually get over here. Because the last I knew, she wasn't under contract working with them. So if she's working with them, either WWE's giving them permission, and by WWE I mean Triple H.
Yes.
Because Vince would never allow this.
No.
Because Vince doesn't even know what Stardom is.
It just wouldn't make any sense to him.
Yeah, he was like, wait, what do you mean? Another wrestling promotion outside of WWE?
A promotion of all women?
But another promotion.
That's the longest bathroom break I've ever heard of.
Yeah, why would people pay to go to the
I
bathroom?
don't get this.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's not the only thing you forget, Vince. You don't get anything. Anyway,
No, Vince, you don't.
For the first matchup, I'm going with Queen's Quest. Only for one reason.
Do you want me to write these down?
Yes.
Okay.
These will count as for tiebreakers if we need them.
Okay.
I'm going for Queen's Quest for the first one only because AZM is in it. If you've never watched AZM wrestle, she is awesome.
Yes, because of what you've said to me about, people. Yeah, I'm gonna have to also agree with you on Queen's Quest on this one.
If you don't believe me, she's awesome. Just go and find the Stardom documentary on YouTube. It's about 40-50 minutes long, and that's how I came across her. I mean, I've seen her photo in Total Extreme Wrestling, Real World mods for a while, but I never actually knew.
Yeah.
But then I watched the documentary. It explained it, where it's like the culture behind it, and then they switched to it, which is a little weird because you have Azumi, she was going by her name at that time,
right?
Who was 14, and the culture is it's mostly men, and then they come up and they will give gifts to the women, but it's not like in that way where it's an interesting dynamic. It's not like it allows to kind of that relationship mind frame, but it's not to that. It's like I'm stalking you mind frame. It's really weird. You have to watch the documentary to understand what I'm talking about. But when from an American mind frame, as Adam stares directly into his camera.
What are you talking about?
And doesn't blink.
But sorry.
You have to watch it because it explains it far better. But it is a little weird when it goes to you see this 14-year-old girl who's in the ring. And by the way, at 14, she's doing stuff. Yeah, I wish
doing stuff. Okay.
I wish I could do that stuff when I was 14. And I was learning
stuff.
I was learning stuff like flips and all that at that age. But nowhere like that.
Oh, okay, good.
So, but she's awesome. She's a future major star for the company.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now that they actually have the funding behind it with Bushiroad, she'll be a big star.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I put her in my fantasy booking. All right, for the next one.
All right, the next is the tag team match between Mayu Iwatani and Tam Nakano.
That team.
Okay, well, I mean, that was easy because that's my choice as well. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that one.
Nope, I'm preventing you from using... I'm using my one on this one.
No, you've already used it.
Who says I can't use it on dark matches? Again.
That breaks all of the rules?
Have you not realized that we make the rules up as we go?
And the points don't matter?
Exactly. And we just break them. We do what WWE does. We establish something as a rule. Oh, that rule prevents us from doing the next story we want to do?
All right, well, we're going to change the story.
Just ignore the rule. It never happened.
Fair enough.
It never existed. Even though the rule was just created the day before.
Okay, so that is everything here.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are our predictions for Wrestle Kingdom 15. Let us know down in the comment section what you thought of our predictions. Go ahead and give us your predictions for Night 1 and Night 2 of Wrestle Kingdom. And please let Adam know that he sucks and he will not be walking out as predictions champion.
Wow, dude.
And his face.
Wow.
And how bad his face is.
Dude. Not cool. Not cool, bro. Not cool.
Have you not realized I say and insult your face every week? And I didn't do it last week, so I have to get him in.
You don't have to make up for it.
Yes, I do. Because I may not be able to make up for it afterwards.
So, Brodie Lee.
Before we go to there,
what?
We got ratings.
Well, I mean, that ties directly in.
That's the point. Where you said the tie-in.
Oh, okay.
Because,
all right, segue.
Because this is supposed to be a big header for NXT and Dynamite with New Year's Evil 2-night event for NXT.
Yep.
And then this week with the AEW World Championship and Women's Championship supposed to be defended.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But with the death of Brodie Lee, they decided to scrap that.
Absolutely
scrap it out. Never gonna happen. The cards are never gonna happen ever. No. It was just pushed back a week, and we had a tribute show. So it was interesting to see how this was gonna turn out.
Especially since little Brodie is a -1 of the Dark Order.
But we all know Brodie Lee was never a draw. But it turns out
Brodie Lee is the draw.
Brodie Lee Jr., -1 himself, is a draw.
The man allowed AEW to reach 977 this week.
So close to 1 million views.
So close. Well, NXT had 586,000.
So we at least know there's 586,000 people who don't have a heart and tuned in to watch this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I turned that against NXT.
Wow,
NXT
dude.
fans. Yeah. I'm not biased. Hey, Adam, what do you got there? Huh?
Nothing on the camera. Which is the greatest thing ever.
It just and
they just keep getting shorter and shorter.
But yes, but NXT, which actually didn't have. Honestly, I didn't think they had a good main event overall.
No, there wasn't much to their show this week.
So, but the prediction, so it was just kind of weird. And then you have Brodie Lee. I'm not surprised that the ratings were up.
Oh, of course not.
Mostly because of how much you just heard of Brodie Lee and being a great guy. So people tuning into that. Also, I think people were interested to see how AEW was going to do their first tribute show.
Yes.
Because they've never done one before.
No.
And just to kind of say that they're pulling this off, people who did love Brodie, and then just to see what they were going to do. And also, let's be honest, having Cody, Orange Cassidy, and 10 on a team against Team Taz,
it's awesome.
is okay.
Yeah.
having Brodie Lee Jr. -1 himself hand book that matchup. He actually had a hand in most of the matches.
Yes.
They said, "What kind of matches do you want to see?" And he got to go wild. And that's
Yeah,
why
they probably helped him book.
I'm sure that they said, like, "Who do you want to see?" Like, and he probably.
He was just like, I mean, every match had the members of the Dark Order in every single match.
Yep.
Which was great.
Because
2021, honestly, 2021 is going to be the Dark Order's year.
It's going to be interesting to see where they go.
It was going that way anyway.
Yes, but it'll be interesting to see where they go with him now. But we'll get to that in a little bit. But yes, so let's just go through over this. As we had the 10-bell salute in the beginning, opening the show to Brodie. I didn't do it last week because it was literally the show we learned it was he passed.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put it in there and then be like, had that happened, even though I did put a little thing on our thumbnail.
Well, of course.
Because I did want to acknowledge it.
You had to. But yeah, we learned live as we were in the middle of the recording.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this now. I am glad we weren't doing camera at the time.
Yeah, it was like I thought your fucking tablet was breaking, and I was happy. I was happy, like, hey, you do it with your fucking tablet. No, it's not breaking. It's an actual breaking story.
Yeah.
I was like, what? No. Oh my god. Like, yeah. You can just kind of hear. I was like, what?
We absolutely were. I was stunned into silence.
Oh, and by the way, it turns out when you have a company of people who feel appreciated, and respected and taken care of, and you ask them not to say something, they actually won't say anything.
Yeah, they're pretty good about it.
Because there are only certain people who did know about Brodie Lee's lung condition and were kept it to themselves. But apparently by the time he passed, a lot of people knew, but
everyone was being respectful.
We're asking to be respectful of this, and they were. So it was it's a great thing. Just goes to show you people's respect for Brodie.
Yep.
And it goes to see when it's something that big and that important, people will keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
But interesting note, I didn't realize this, didn't catch the news on this. Most people have, but I'm going to say it anyway.
What did I miss?
We were talking about this. I told you this beforehand. But days before he passed,
yes,
he got his trademark for Brodie Lee.
Oh, yeah. You let me know that.
Yeah.
That is
over a year.
Just as tragic.
Yeah, over a year. He trademarked it right before he left WWE. I think he had the signs on the wall. Like, he probably, when he trademarked that, he was probably told, we are releasing you. We just got to do paperwork and negotiate, so it's going to be a little bit. But, or he probably saw that, or he had some probably foresight it was coming.
Oh,
that's
definitely.
why he probably trademarked it. Or he decided.
Or he was like, I'm going to be leaving anyway.
Yeah, he's probably. We knew he was leaving when his contract was up, but he still had some time left on it. But he decided, I'm going to take care of this now. It just shows you how messed up 2020 is because it just got approved.
I know.
But it's kind of nice to know that he actually had it before he passed. I think it would have been more tragic if it came in after.
Oh, yeah, like the day after.
Not even the day after, like if it came in on like Monday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it would be Monday. Official things.
Yeah, so it was great to see that he knew that. But yeah, the surprise was, it still can't, like, it still blows my mind that this thing broke down. I haven't had that kind of a shock to a wrestler's death. Even Chris Benoit, it didn't really hit me that much.
No, it didn't.
And I was a huge Chris Benoit fan at the time. I was a huge Chris Benoit fan. But it didn't hit me like that. This hit me like Eddie Guerrero's death hit me.
Okay.
I was at my Bible college in my dorm, and I got a buddy. I say that because the people I talked to at that time, I had no contact with. No one has ever talked to me since I left that school, basically.
You're like, I'm never going to hear from you again, so I can't really classify you as a friend.
At the time, I would consider him an associate, close to a friend, because I had a weird friend ranking system. I had very few friends, but associates and colleague. What's the not the colleagues, but what is it? Not associates. But you know them, but you're not working friends with them. What would you call that? Trying to think of. Anyway, it'll come to me eventually. But he walked in like, did you hear like Eddie Guerrero died? I'm like, what? No, he didn't. Like, yeah, he was dead. I'm like, what? And I gotta go to wrestling, pro wrestling news. Because this is when I was actually still using Pro Wrestling News. I gave up on that because, goddamn, you think Wrestling Inc. Ads were bad? Pro Wrestling News eventually got to that one. So anyway, no, ProWrestling.com. It wasn't
ProWrestling.com
was bad, got bad. So I moved to Wrestling Inc. And then they became pop-ups.
Now they're getting bad.
But then I just put block ads on my thing, and it's great. But it makes it hard when I go on my phone. So bad when I go on my phone.
Oh,
yeah, it's bad. It makes it hard to read because the ads will pop up in the middle of a paragraph, and then they shrink by the time you readjust it. It's a nightmare.
Then it'll shrink, but something else will expand.
Yeah.
And you're like, and everything is moved again. I can't read this.
Yeah. Anyway, so but I went there and I was like, it just hit. And it was like, it just felt unreal, so unreal.
Yeah.
And this is like Brodie Lee. It was like, what? And I wasn't a big fan of Brodie. Like, I appreciate his character. Definitely show how he was being used in WWE was not to his fullest potential.
Well, no, but being with the Dark Order and within AEW, I just immediately was like, this is the guy that I always thought Luke Harper could have been.
Yeah.
That once he had broken away from being with the Wyatt family, he was going to basically pull a 180 and be like, no, I'm going to wear the suit, I'm going to look good, and everyone's going to realize that I command, the people that I'm with now.
Yeah.
And we didn't get that.
No.
We never got that. The Bludgeon Brothers really just came across as just an attempt to keep Harper and Rowan together.
Because they had no plans.
Because there was nothing going on otherwise.
Yeah, they didn't know what to do with either of them at the time. And yeah, we'll get to Big Red in a few minutes. But yeah, it was weird. But I mean, I don't think Brodie Lee clicked with me as much because I remember seeing how he wrestled when he was part of the Wyatt family with the Usos, diving. I wanted to see that more from him, like that kind of style in AEW.
Okay.
I mean, I get he's getting older, so you just want to do all that stuff. But like, how fast he can fucking move for a big guy, holy shit! He still did that in AEW, but at the same time, it was just like I looked through his match with Moxley. It was a different type of matchup.
Yes.
But I was looking for those like bursts of speed where he's just doing the stuff like he shouldn't do as a heavyweight,
as a big man.
Yeah. And we didn't
because he was more than just a heavyweight.
Yeah.
He was a big man.
Yeah. We got more of that kind of quickness speed with his match with Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
When he won the TNT Championship, which was great for him because it was never planned. Cody was never going to lose the belt, but due to
Cody having to step away and do a show for a bit.
Yeah, due to some opportunities that came up for him, he decided to take it and not keep the championship off TV for a month and a half or so.
Right.
He decided to drop the belt and put over someone. Like you should do, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair.
I mean, Raw creative team for Charlotte Flair.
Everyone within WWE.
Yes.
Just putting that out there.
But
okay.
So it was great to see that he got that one. Also, he was the first person to hold the finished.
That's
TNT
true.
championship,
That is very, very true.
Ties into the later in the show. But anyway, getting into the show, we've heard so many stories about Brodie Lee. I'm just gonna call him Brodie Lee because saying John Huber just sounds weird. I feel like I'm talking about someone different, not the wrestler, even though it is and everything. But you had so many people just pouring out about the kind of guy he is, to how he would go toe to toe with the women for humor.
Mm-hmm.
How he would constantly joke with Natalia that she stole his clothesline, his discus clothesline, which got posted on Twitter, and she responded like, "Oh yeah, I remember. I love this. I'm renaming it in honor of Brodie." So it's just one of those things like he touched so many people, and his common phrase was when you say goodbye, he's like goodbye forever, because his days off he wanted to be with his family forever.
Yep.
To find out how much of a fucking family man he was.
Oh yeah.
And the most capitalizes the best of that is Moxley. That opened
Best dad.
Was that after the 10 belt salute to Brodie, he was the first one to talk, and he talked about like how like when he knew him the most, like, oh, I can't wait to get home. He's like see his family, like he's like, oh no, I want to be on the bout, go out and do what I think like, and he just looks at him like, dude, I would not want to be you. Just like, nope. I have a family. I love my family. I want to be with my family.
Yep.
They can't be on the road with me all the time.
So
I want to be and just like it shows you how much of a family man he was.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. God.
See, unlike Adam here,
Yeah.
unlike Adam here, I actually watched the tribute show.
I haven't been able to yet. Sorry. As I constantly explain, I don't have TNT. So for me, I end up having to get most of it secondhand.
Yeah.
And then if I do watch the show, through certain methods, then of course I'm going to do that, and that's probably going to be as this show is airing.
So Adam, how about you talk more about these methods you were talking?
I can neither confirm nor deny the rumors at this time regarding the methods in which I get to watch wrestling, okay? Just saying.
I think you can confirm. No, anyway.
Nope, not right now.
I actually watched it because on Thursday I woke up at like 5:30 in the morning because my body woke me up because I had to pee. And
all right.
Like, it was one of those things where it's like sometimes you wake up, you have to go to the bathroom, you go, and you go right back to bed. No, I was awake. Like I knew I was not going back to sleep, so I just got up. Like, oh, let me go watch it because everything I read so far was like it was a great show, and so through methods I cannot confirm or deny, I was able to watch the show, and damn.
Yeah. I can't wait to see. For me, there's a bunch. And for me, big thing, any match with John Silver in it. Honestly.
Yeah. We're going to get to that matchup in a few minutes. But can you pull up the...
Yeah, I've got the card right over here.
The card? Okay, what was the first matchup?
The first actual matchup was the Young Bucks and Colt Cabana versus Matt Hardy and Private Party.
Yeah, this was a fun little matchup because I wasn't sure how this was going to go, just mostly because of... What was the word?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the word. I don't know.
Is the bird the word?
Bird the word? I don't know. Damn, this is tough. I'm trying to think. God damn it. I don't know what this was, but the idea was just to see that them come out, like the Dark Order came out. They kind of come out on the stage so many fucking times.
Well, of course.
Which was great, but it was also seeing Colt Cabana finally embrace the Dark Order by actually, because he never does the...
No, he always seems like he's just, even in BTE, he's just kind of hanging out in the background.
Yeah, but he actually did the claw. He got in there, doing their thing, and then winning with the Superman dive.
Yep.
For the pin after, I can't remember what the BTE trigger or the Young Bucks move.
The double V trigger?
Oh no, they did do the Meltzer. They did the
Meltzer driver.
They did do the Meltzer driver,
okay.
But they didn't do the springboard. They did the off the top rope.
Okay.
And then Colt dove in for the Superman, I believe, if I remember correctly.
That's pretty awesome.
But anyway, Cole got the pinfall, which became a theme of the night in multiple tag matches.
We all knew that the Dark Order was going to win here over and over again.
Yeah.
Because of reasons.
But it was a good matchup. It was a nice little thing. But there were times where they had Cole get worked over. Matt and Nick got worked over. There were spots where it's are they actually gonna beat them? Obviously not. They did pull a little angle that some people weren't okay with, but some people were okay with when the Acclaim came down afterward to rap, only to have SCU come in and dump him over the top rope, and then this basically was just there to allow Cole Commander to get in the boom boom elbow.
Yeah.
And everything. It was fine. Also, just have the 8-man tag for next week.
All right.
But yeah, it was good. Nice little fun matchup. What was the next matchup on that?
Next up, we have Lance Archer, Stu Grayson, and Evil Uno taking on Eddie Kingston, the Butcher, and the Blade.
By the way, Lance Archer, you're a babyface now. I don't fucking care. You're a fucking babyface.
I mean, yes. Perfect outfit. You did great job with that.
That is also now your outfit from now on, because I don't want you to... I didn't... It went over my head that's what it was.
Really?
I saw...
The first time I saw a picture of it, I was like, oh, he's doing a...
No, I get that, but it was just Luke Harper has been so long since he worn that as his getup.
So...
It just kind of...
Weird thing, though, Brodie did wear kind of the same outfit as Brodie Lee in CZW.
Yeah, I know that. But so
because John Moxley to Dean Ambrose was nearly the same outfit as well. So they just rolled it over.
Only because on the main roster he actually did wrestle in Speedos in FTW.
I don't want to see that in my brain. Kitten video. I need a kitten video.
Just like Seth Rollins wrestled in a Speedo as well.
More kitten videos. All right.
Just like Becky Lynch wrestled in a bikini. No, it's
well, thank you.
How dare you sexist man? I mean, sexiest man. That's what I meant.
I'll be honest. I like to look at things I like to look at.
No, but yeah, I knew that, but it didn't click in my head that he wore that as a tribute to Brodie. I was just it just
right over your head.
Didn't even it's oh, that's new. He's wrestling something different this time. Great, it looks good on him. That's all I thought. And then everyone pointed out the next night, oh,
all right,
oh, okay, yeah, duh, I forgot. It's been so long since in WWE he wrestled in that gear. I completely forgot that was his thing.
Yeah.
But I liked it. It was a great thing. By the way, I definitely want Lance Archer to be a babyface now because it works for him right now.
It does. It does. I have no problem with a babyface that just literally still goes around and destroys people.
The whole way he came in with the Murder Hawk gimmick, which was fine. I still like that. But the way they were portraying everything just fell flat for me.
After a bit, yeah.
In a way, because you build him up for the finals of the TNT Championship for Cody, which we all saw. He lost there. You kept him off TV, build him back up. He hasn't really done much of anything. But since winning the Casino Battle Royale at All Out, doing his thing with it fits him better. It's just I'm enjoying him better now for some reason. I don't know. He's changed something about how they're presenting him now. Even if he's technically still a heel, it's just his feud with Kingston and the family. Something about it.
It changed something.
Yeah, but this definitely changed it. But again, with Evil Uno, the original 1 and 2, because Brodie was 0.
Yep.
It was great, but also just watching, seeing how Stu's phenomenal in the ring.
I know.
Which is why it's so great when he throws himself across the room to sell for Anna. It's awesome.
Because Anna is that. I really, honestly, the only person on the roster that has a higher power rating is Orange Cassidy.
And I think they're probably at the same level. Unlimited.
They have to reel it all the way in.
Yes.
Even One Punch Man is scared of both of them.
Yes.
Which is why he has to be in a completely different universe.
Because he knows if he had to follow through on that epic fight that he's looking for, he knew he was going to lose, and he's so like, no, I don't want that fight.
Nope, not those two.
Not those two. At all. But yes, but seeing those two in action, Evil Uno. By the way, I've been meaning to bring this up for like years now.
Okay.
Goddamn Evil Uno, you've lost a lot of weight. Congrats, man.
I don't know what you're doing, bro, but
yeah.
If it was your intention to slim down, you're doing a great job of it.
Yeah, you did good for that. Even though you slimmed down and you started wearing a vest, I actually think it fits you, honestly.
Yeah, it works.
Even if you got down to really thin and more muscular physique, I'd say still wrestle with it because it fits you.
Keep going.
But by the way, I love their finisher, the fatality of the
Yep.
There. So what?
No, my camera's about to. This is probably going to be the last of the video footage of me. Bye, everybody, on that video footage.
Oh,
thanks.
Okay. You're just looking like acting weird. Anyway.
All right.
But it was I love their finisher. But again, the hot take was built. Get the fatality on who was the Santana? Was it Ortiz? I think it was Santana. They pinned, but.
Archer, it's either Kingston, Butcher, or Blade.
It was
for Archer, Stu Grayson.
It was the Blade. They pinned for this, but it was still a great spot. And then they beat up Kingston, I believe, like afterwards. I don't remember that part, but I don't know. Yeah,
there was a whole lot of weird stuff going on afterwards.
But it was still a good matchup. Another win for the Dark Order, which is great. Hopefully this will help build them back up.
Yes.
Because you clearly see when they came in, they had high hopes. My prediction was that they wanted to do Best Friends versus Dark Order in the finals of the tag team tournament.
See, that would have been awesome.
But because both they thought Best Friends were more over, was because we got that big pop when they hug each other,
which is always great.
But it wasn't.
I freaking love it.
By the time All Out came around, they kind of realized, like, okay, they're not who want them to be tag team champions, and because we knew the Young Bucks were going to be the first ones.
Yeah.
And then the Dark Order wasn't getting over because it was just weird.
And then SCU became the first ones.
Yeah, like no one knew, like, and then it just kind of felt like, honestly, outside of Jericho, every champion except for the TNT Championship. And they crowned right in the beginning of the TV. Felt like they had to switch at the last minute.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
It felt like they were building up Nyla Rose for it, but then due to some Twitter exchange, this is my opinion, not fact, they decided to switch to Riho instead because Britt Baker wasn't getting over enough as a babyface, which was clear that they were trying to.
Yep.
Politely shoved down our throats as the head of the women's division as the babyface, and the fans said, Nope. She's not good enough yet. She's still green. and by the way, we can tell you want her to be that. So we're going to politely let you know, no. We're not going to let you do that, so you don't try to do this in the future. And they're still shoving her down our throat, but in a good way because she's embraced the heel nature of her character and is awesome, which is good. That's what we want.
Yes.
Shove us down take a right character in the right element, and then let us be pushed in that direction. But it was just clear she was not. No, we didn't want her as a babyface. Also, they lost Cuddy Ray, so. But yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, I'm glad to see them getting back on there, and I hope they'll do big things and maybe a tag team championship reign in 2021. But what was the next matchup?
That was Adam Page, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds taking on MJF, Santana, and Ortiz.
Yeah, this was a match.
First off, MJF, you are the biggest heel ever.
I think it's safe to say right now, Adam. It's just safe to say we can give one of the awards for next week's show. Announce it right now.
Yep.
Mouth of the Year, MJF.
MJF. Absolutely.
This is, if it wasn't clear from before, this episode alone, he could have had a terrible year, would have clinched it. This would have clinched it.
This right here.
We'll get to what we're talking about in a minute. But this match was awesome. Seeing what's his name?
Johnny Hungy?
Yeah,
Johnny
Silver.
Hungy.
John Silver in the Brodie Lee gear that he got was given to him by Brodie as a gift was great. Seeing him team with
Adam Page.
And
it's awesome.
And the stacks of paper.
Oh, of course.
And then they throw them. And then, of course, you had the Hangman Page, but he pulls out he has them. And Jericho's going on like, that's a foreign object.
We'll allow it. Just roll that
piece. Clearly so long because it's obviously not going to be something that can be devastating. You can get a paper cut.
Yes.
I wish Jericho said that. Maybe he did, but I don't think he did. That's what I'm like. You can get a paper cut. If that get infected, that can cost you a finger.
I absolutely love the dynamic between Chris Jericho and Aubrey Edwards.
Oh, yeah. But this match was great. The hot tag was obviously clear to build for the John Silver to have his spots. And it was great. And then you can see him get the pinfall. And then immediate collapse down. But before that, we had Wardlow who came in who attacked Alex Reynolds. Only to have Big Red himself, Eric Rowan, from WWE, run down, give the Iron Claw choke slam to Wardlow, and then chase him off. Also, something I didn't catch, but it was announced that Jake Hager prevented Sammy Guevara from getting in to help him, Wardlow, because those two are facing off the following week.
Yes, and there is a whole thing of they keep staring at each other.
Yeah.
Really?
They just want to kiss.
I love the fact that the entire build to their feud is they've just been staring at one another.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, kiss and get it over with already. That's all I gotta say on that one.
Yes. But it was
you deserve each other. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's okay to be in an open relationship.
Love is love. Okay, man? Love is love.
Jake Hager, I know you're married and everything, but if your wife should be fine with an open relationship.
When you find love, you follow it.
I'm assuming the camera died.
Oh, a while ago.
Yeah, that's okay. But anyway, it was a great spot to see that there. But then when Silver got the win with Brodie Lee's discus clothesline.
Yes.
He just dropped and crying, which is another theme of the night. Everyone in the Dark Order was emotional during the matchup.
Oh, fuck yeah, it was.
Even you can tell everyone was, but Evil Uno, his face is covered, and you could still tell he was like trying to get through it.
Yep.
Stu, like he was the best. He seemed like the most like I'm not affected by this.
That's because he's French.
But you can tell. You can tell he was emotional. But at the same time, you like out of everyone, you look like who's the one who's not being emotional. You're gonna point to him, but you can still tell he was just better at holding it in.
That's because he's French.
Yes. You sure he's not Irish?
No, he's French.
Okay.
John Silver,
But yeah, he broke down crying.
Yep.
Rowan came back.
Oh. He broke down.
He had his side. They're just hugging. By the way, AEW, I know you haven't signed him yet. You wait a few months because I want him to be brought in on his own merits as well. But you bring in Big Red, and you team him with John Silver.
Yes.
Those two are brothers that from another mother. They literally look like each other.
It's Eric the Redbeard and his little child and the boy, John Silver.
You mean and his kid?
Yes.
I'm 29.
I like it should just constantly be like Eric's talking and like he just goes to say something and normally would put his hand on the shoulder, just puts it right onto John's head every time, just smack.
He's like,
and John's just like, seriously,
I'm 29.
I'm a grown ass man over here. I hate you, but I love you.
Yeah,
Love is love, man.
I want to see those two as a tag team.
Oh God, yeah.
Nothing against Alex Reynolds.
No.
But dude, seeing those together and how much they look alike, they are literally brothers from another mother because they look so much alike. But seeing them break down, oh my God.
Oh God,
And
yeah.
then Audrey Edwards breaking down there.
Everyone.
Everyone. Having Hangman
At
there.
some point during the show, everyone cried.
Yeah.
And then the show kept going, and then everyone cried again.
Yeah.
And it was a constant, thank you. That was,
Yeah. We're not even covering the segments between people.
No,
and
where
here.
it's testimonials
No.
to Brodie.
One of the best ones was John Moxley.
Eddie
Darby
Kingston
Allin-
actually had two.
Yeah, because he got to do one before the matchup, which was more of the heel thing.
Yeah,
'Cause he had to be
it's
a
the one
heel.
later on in the show that was
That
more
was a good one.
more
But
straight.
the one that really I caught my attention was the Darby Allin one because seeing him show up and then just seeing him and like, oh, okay, I want to work. He's telling Sammy Guevara, you know the guy who he's not supposed to like, kayfabe. Way to break the show. Way to break kayfabe.
Kayfabe.
Darby. Kayfabe. Way to break kayfabe. You're ruining the business.
You keep saying fab.
Kayfabe. Kayfabe. I'm going to sell it as kayfabe now. Kayfabe. I'm starting something new. Evolve or die. And I know I got another nose pinch on me, but this time it was because of laughter.
Not on camera this time.
I know it's not, but I got a second one. But this time it was because of laughter.
That's just.
But anyway, you're breaking the business, Darby. But anyway, seeing that he's my number one I want to work with.
Yeah.
And then he started talking to him. He's like, oh, okay, I learned something. He has no ego. I'm here to make everyone better.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
What?
oh.
Yeah, Brodie with as a man who had practically no ego.
I love how I'm doing this. Like they can't, so people won't know I'm asking for a drink, even though I'm on camera right now.
You want a grape one or a Mountain Dew?
Actually, I'll take a grape one.
All right.
I just had some Mountain Dew. Thank you. Again, separate rooms.
Completely separate rooms.
You don't know what you're talking about. It's not like you were talking right behind my camera.
Not at all.
But yeah, seeing him saying like how he even wanted to work with him even more now, and then he's like, it now has become he's the one guy, the number one guy that will never get to wrestle.
Yeah.
The stories you could have done with him and Brodie Lee.
I know.
Everyone
in Brodie Lee.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just talking about Darby Allin because he's such a unique enigma. Wow, I could not.
I mean, you got Sting with him right now.
Yeah, but just having the type of character Darby is.
Oh yeah.
He portrays, and then having him putting that in with the Brodie Lee mix would have been amazing. Honestly, I think Darby would have walked out, and we would have quickly seen his game. Elevated to a whole different
absolutely.
level. After a match with him, just because of how good, just not even just from the in-ring standpoint, because I think at this point, in my opinion, he's still good in the ring.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's not good in the ring, but he was affected by this lung thing.
Yes.
And he was not as good as we've seen in the past some of his best matches. Obviously, he can still go because the Cody stuff at the end.
But there was he was, as you were saying earlier, that explosive offense wasn't there anymore.
No. We got a lot of it in the Cody stuff, but that was again nowhere to what we were seeing. Just think of it this way: outside the Usos in the Wyatt family, just think the Shield Wyatt family match at Elimination Chamber
2014.
Yeah, just think of that. and how he was wrestling there. We're not getting that kind of stuff.
No.
And that's what I really enjoyed about
I
it.
really wanted to see more of Moxley and
Yeah.
Brody continue their wars.
Because as good as their matchup was for what it was on short-term build because of a pandemic.
Yes.
There was so much more in that tank.
Well,
to be left over.
You also had like an actual personal.
Yes.
Like reason they had been going back and forth since CZW
By the way,
then WWE.
I forgot to point this out. It was pointed out in the show. The Blade.
Yeah.
That was Brody's first huge feud on the
Really?
indie. Yeah. They've been going. They pointed out. I'm like, oh, wow.
That's awesome.
So having that, that was a important thing for the Blade to be there. Like you kind of forget how many people he's worked with who are indie stars who never made it to anything big, who are now in AEW, who you can talk about these other promotions. Because you know WWE, NXT, they actually will now refer to, sort of.
Kind of.
If you're Charlotte Flair.
Right.
Or Bayley.
Maybe.
Or Sasha. If Sasha is with Bayley.
Yes.
And Becky.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Okay.
But it's like calling those back, so it was really great to see that. But yeah, Derby, and this is a letdown there. But yeah, go ahead.
I like the idea that AEW will mention other promotions outside of the E, because the E won't let them talk about it.
Unless you're AJ Styles and Nakamura.
But that was when they were wrestling in Japan.
Yeah. They were just in Japan. They would actually refer to because Styles has been constantly referred to on WTV at different times. Seems random when they decided to announce it. Styles is a former IWGP.
Yeah, they have randomly mentioned it, but I like the fact that AEW is open to being like, no, we will mention in Japan. We will mention this other company. Because we do it out of respect, because it's the history of that wrestler in the ring now.
Yep. And it's one of those things it was great to see, and it's like, but yeah, it's sad to see all the stories and feuds that you could have had with the talent there.
I know.
Later in the night, when actually I think it's the next matchup.
Anna Jay and Britt Baker.
Yeah, actually, is Miro and Brodie Lee. We're not gonna get in AEW.
No, we're not.
And like I was actually found during that matchup, I was actually seeing Miro like, what is he thinking? Because he got to know he was in the same boat as Brodie Lee in WWE.
Yep.
Not being used to his full potential. So that he can completely identify with that situation. So I don't know if they were how close they were, but just like knowing all the years that they worked together in WWE. With a relationship, but assuming he probably had some kind of relationship, Brodie Lee was that kind of guy. But yes, so the Britt Baker, Penelope Ford versus Anna Jay and Tay Conti. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Anna Jay looked the best I've seen her in a while.
Yes.
And she's always looks good in her matches. But she looked phenomenal here. And this is her trying to keep it together. You can tell from the second she comes out and she's in the spotlight, she is she.
Oh yeah. She is like absolutely teary-eyed. Yeah. Like one of your eyes is doing right now.
Yeah.
Like you're.
I know.
Damn, dude.
I don't feel it, but I can tell.
Yeah, I can see it. But yeah, Anna Jay like holds up the claw,
the Dark Order claw,
and like just points to trying so hard to hold it together.
By the way, I gotta talk about the claw for a brief second here.
Okay.
This is stupid. Yet, maybe because it was repeated out so much on Dynamite, I don't mind it now.
The joke it kind of started out as a joke where you're like, okay.
I just didn't feel. I don't feel it, but I
You feel it now?
I kind of feel it now. I think it's part because of Brodie Lee's thing, but at the same time, I just like it. Just I don't know. It just like seems there's more weight to it. There's something else missing to it. Now it's a salute. Yeah, it is because of Brodie.
Yeah, it's a salute to him.
Brodie now.
Yeah.
It's because there was something missing. The salute didn't really mean anything. It was great because it's a faction. You have a jester, but it just wasn't over. Now it has some weight to it. It has meaning to it. Maybe if Brodie never passed away when he did, years later, this would have had the weight behind it now.
Yeah.
But anyway, this matchup was great. Again, wow,
You lost your video? Aww.
And now it's recording again. So after about an hour and a half, my thing will stop recording.
All right.
Unlike yours, it's every 20 minutes.
It got down to 7 at one point. It was like 20, 14,
12, 7.
Oh no, there's like only 4 spots. That's it.
But yes, it was a great matchup. Oh, by the way,
yes,
this matchup led me to add a bunch of new awards for this year's award because of things.
Okay.
And one of them, I'm gonna announce another one. I don't care if you agree with me, but I think you will. This is an award called Up and Coming Talent Missed Out On.
Okay.
By WWE.
Oh, all right.
But we're not saying that part. But I just said, which is Tay Conti. They missed out on her because when you go back and watch her stuff in NXT, you can see that she was getting better in the ring every time she was there, but you still thought she was really green. Then she actually got to AEW, and you quickly learned she's green still.
She's green.
But far better than you thought she was. Like,
yeah.
I was not aware she had improved that much because they never used her. They had nothing for her.
Pretty much.
They were doing some kind of thing where they like released, and she changed up her gear, which was a great look for her. I'm glad she's been experimenting with her ring gear in AEW, trying to find that. Because she's even said when she went out with no sleeves, that took a lot. She was not okay with that. Like she wasn't comfortable with it.
Oh, okay.
She didn't like, but now she has been. Like, so she's experimenting with things. But yeah, like totally, they missed out on her, and this is just shows that these two ladies are future of AEW's women's division. I'm gonna make a prediction here.
Yeah.
I actually was so impressed. 2022 gold for one of them.
All right.
I don't know which one. I'm probably gonna say AJ.
I'm saying it now. 2022 women's tag team gold. Throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I could.
Universe, listen to me on this one. Tony Khan.
No, I'm actually not saying tag team gold. I'm talking about singles gold here.
They're going to be the new two. It's going to be the 2 women power trip. Anna Jay will hold the women's title. Tay Conti will hold the secondary women's singles title, and they'll both also hold the tag team title.
So you're saying
until one of them blows out their quad.
Oh, please don't do that.
God, no.
No. But you're telling me so AEW is going to add 2 more women's championships by 2022?
Yes.
When we still have the trios championship that's coming in?
It'll be super easy, barely an inconvenience. They'll do this by incorporating Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
So they'll already have the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. It's just a slide over. And the Knockouts Championship will become the secondary title to the AEW Women's Championship.
Well, that could work.
And you'll actually have to knock your opponent out to get that one, though. No win other than a knockout.
Okay. But yeah,
start showing up looking like hockey players, and they're like, "No, I'm going after that Knockouts champion."
Well, then it's perfect to have Tay Conti because she is a legit judo.
She literally is kicking people in the head.
Dude, her judo throws in this matchup were fucking legit.
Yeah.
It was a great spot. And then we got, again, we have Tay Conti helping it set it up. And then you have Anna Jay with the Queen Slayer. I don't like the sleeper hold as a finisher for her. I want something else from her.
All right.
It works, but at the same time, I think there's a better finisher out there for her, honestly.
Okay.
But it was still good to see her get it. And then again, tears.
Yep.
Then just watching Tay Conti's go like looking up, pointing and everything, and just seeing these two best friends. They met in AEW and instantly became best friends. And it was just great to see these two together. But yeah, you can just tell Anna, she was just trying to keep this together. What was the next matchup?
The 6-man tag match of Cody, Cassidy, and 10 taking on Team Taz. And
did we even go over the we didn't cover the thing with Hangman. I mean with MJF and Brodie Lee.
Oh yeah,
we forgot.
Yeah, Brodie Lee, MJF. The biggest reason he's getting heel of the year basically is because, dude, he flipped off -1.
That is
And
flipped off and
we're
yelled
running
at
at
him, but then ripped his mask off.
Yeah, you know he got
which got stuck for a second there.
MJF did get his did his in that situation because
In the spot of the year.
-1. That is a great kendo hit.
Yes.
You have been taught well, sir. Taught well indeed.
I think it's not confirmed right this moment, but I'm putting that spot up for the extreme moment of the year.
All right.
We'll see. We'll find out for next week, but I'm considering it. But yes, hitting him in the head with a kendo stick was awesome.
So, because we are running ungodly short on time, I'm gonna have to cut Tim off completely here until I tell you to wrap the show. Cassidy, Cody, and 10 did win this match by nailing all of their finishers, like one right after another.
Yes, they did. The highlight here was honestly 10.
10, of course.
I mean, it was designed around that, but no, he looked a lot better than when he first debuted. He's gotten a lot better, and
bigger.
Yeah, I guess that magical substance he loves is really helping him in the gym.
It's a type of sugar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
It's just helping him get
It's a
more
sweetener.
energy.
Yes.
But again, ultimately, after this show, you can say Brodie's goal to he wanted to elevate everyone, but his goal for the Dark Order was to make everyone there better.
Yes.
And he achieved his goal now. In his death,
wasting time. Stop it.
In his death, he achieved that goal.
So Brodie Lee Jr., final segment of the night,
Yes.
is not only given his own entrance, but he has now been.
Before that, the boots.
Oh yes, he and his mom came out and put the boots in the center with Brodie's bandana.
Officially retiring those boots.
Yes.
Well, until Brodie Lee Jr. returns. I would love to see him.
Why would
only
the heartstrings?
Only in his first matchup.
Okay.
I was to say his first matchup, he wears his dad's boots.
He finally wears his dad's boots to win the TNT Championship.
There you go.
Even though Tony Khan has named him to be TNT champion for life.
Officially giving him the TNT Championship.
The official championship.
Yep.
No replica, nothing like that.
Because they are retiring that design.
Yes.
Only after 6 months, 7 months.
You know what?
Actually, no.
It's worth it.
No. It wasn't only 6 months. Because there was a design before that. The unfinished version.
Yes.
This is literally Brodie's version because he was the first one to have the final golden plated
That's
version.
true.
So this
That
is
is true.
Truly his design. So they're retiring it for him.
And it's time to wrap the show.
And it's secretly their way of getting away with a new belt design that no one liked.
All right, wrap the show.
But yeah, it was a great heart moment. But anyway, that's all the time we have here. You know, we got 20 more minutes.
No, we don't.
I'm going to see if I can get my video to another hour and a half. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let us know down in the comments what you thought of the show. Give us your Brodie Lee moment that you remember. Regardless if you're a fan of his, let us know. You made it to the end of the show. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, there you go. If you support Brodie and his family, give us a thumbs up. I'm counting. If I see any negative, yeah, I'm doing this to piss off Adam, by the way. Anyway, hit that subscribe button.
Ding. Sorry, I got distracted.
Ring that bell.
Ding, ding.
And make sure you turn on all notifications so you know when all of the content for Zop Game go live. Adam?
Yes.
I don't know. Get bent?